All right, so welcome back to another scene for the Red Branch Knights, set conveniently, as you might imagine, in the Sept of the Red Branch, where, in the wake of a series of epiphanies and a little time to talk to her alpha, Maeve is finally getting a chance to not run pell mell, but is quickly scampering along to the Lunar Gardens, presuming that at least one, if not two people, may be in residence. So, yeah, for her part, she's got kind of a single-minded thing going at the moment. She's skittering across the fields and whatnot down the path and hurrying her way to the Lunar Gardens, understanding full well that she may have to pull herself short at a certain point because, understandably, Diana, Solik, they tend to keep people from overcrowding those who are taking time in the garden. But she does at least want to check in. So people are welcome to do as they do, or to see the little red-headed Theurge uh, in all kinds of motion.
I mean, for her part, Kira, like she'll see Maeve headed toward the Lunar Gardens, and she's heard the rumor. Maeve may know something she doesn't, so she'll flag down Maeve. Just ask, was someone else injured?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Maeve isn't gonna stop. She sees the gesture, but it's one of those things where you're gonna have to follow. She's
like, yeah, okay. It's like, oh, Maeve notices. Maeve doesn't stop. This makes Kira more worried. Kira, she'll catch up and jog alongside Maeve. She'll just, was someone else hurt?
No, I don't think so. Just, I mean, it was a kinfolk, and you have to be careful about their healing, and she's probably at the gardens, and I just want to check in.
Yeah, there's a, like, Kira looks, I mean, there's a really, oh, that's all it is. Lady Maeve is doing her duty as a Theurge. There's no need to scramble. You can see Kira, she relaxes a bit. Well, in that case, Lady Maeve, right? When you have time, there's something I wanted to speak with you about. But, go attend to your duties first.
She'll get a distracted nod, acknowledgement that she heard it, but especially if she's pulling up to a stop, poor Kira will eventually just kind of get like left in her wake if she's slowing down. But at least you get the nod of like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. Bleh. Scamper.
There's a cold pair of eyes following Maeve. Sort of from off center, I'd say, of the Lunar Gardens. Just following as she hurries along.
You know what? Normally I'd at least roll to see if she notices, but in this case, Maeve is not as alert, maybe, as normal. I mean, the news must have impacted her in some kind of way because she is super single-minded at the moment. She looks distracted. She looks, I mean, there's the little lines of concern and all, and she's just jogging along, going right for it.
Kian follows. Just following along. Not trying to gain her attention, but not really sneaking either. It's more of just a casual pace, waiting for her duties to be done. Yes. In his hand, he holds a bouquet of roses in a box.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
You may have gone. No, he understands obviously why she's come here, and that's the reason he's come here. Thinking if there's one place at this point where he will most likely cross paths with her, it would be the Lunar Gardens. But duty first, chit chat later.
So yeah, you arrive at the Lunar Gardens. It is, it's not a denizen of activity. It's a very peaceful place. You will see Sulag chatting to these two people as you come in. They look like they're talking, and Sulag is his usual pleasant self. You'll see the shadow of the True Catcher just sitting down. And you can see the Right Master in the distance sitting, helping Clara ease into one of the many little lakes, little pond things that they have that they can help treat people, the kind of the healing waters, as it were. She looks like she's putting on some sort of like herbal like bandage. Like she's placing the paste on, and she's just slowly, carefully placing it along. It looks like she's trying to keep the skin as hydrated as possible, because one of the things with severe burns is that your skin gets incredibly dehydrated. So she's carefully the Right Master's doing her thing, just carefully treating it as gently as you can. You can see the True Catcher. He's standing there with her, just speaking very softly, very respectfully, very carefully. It's a very easygoing motion for a man of such stature and rapport. But that's what and if all the PCs are coming to the Lunar Gardens, that's what you guys are seeing at the moment. And of course, you will see perched up at one of the rafters of the Lunar Gardens.
No, little bird bay.
For Kira and Kian, yeah, you see her. She's in some sort of Galabro form. Her wings are all speckled grey. She has the avian-like features. She's just sitting there in one of the little small kind of little top line, little canopy things. She's just sitting there, overseeing, watching, tending, but always watching. Always.
Cold, dead stare back.
Oh, she doesn't she does not look at you in the eye, but she's
No.
always oh no, oh no. Never looks at you in the eye, but just observes you're here and continues tending. But you always notice the key in her eyes, always just glance in your direction, just like, okay, you're there. Right. Keeps tending.
Is she looking frazzled at all still?
Grey hair, yes, of course she is.
Okay. It's okay. She's not alone. We're in good company here.
So what are you doing, Mavelis?
Maeve will ease down from the jog when she gets, to that, that outer ring, like the kind of perimeter you've got there that's covered. She knows better than to go running around willy-nilly in the Lunar Gardens. You don't do that. So she slows it up before she steps onto the concrete. Nodding around when she gets eye contact, but there's a concerned glance over to where Clara's being, eased into the pool. And admittedly, she can't help it. It's the glance over to see, how bad is it?
3rd-degree burn, along her shoulder, down her arm.
Oh, honey.
Oof, yeah. You can see like through the paste and all that the Right Master is gently applying. Woof. Oh.
That girl
that's a burn.
A lot of pain or on a lot of drugs right now.
Oh, they've drugged, like, she's delirious. They've drugged her up to fuck, Maeve. Drugged her to fuck.
Probably
They've
part
had
of
to,
why
they
she's
had to.
helping her into the pool, because she might just straight drown herself.
Oh, no, you can see what the Right Master's getting in the pool with her, so she can just sit there and, do you know what I mean? It's a very, like, the True Catcher's even keeping an eye just in case, like, fucking Clara just falls under, you know what I mean? Like, you can imagine they had to drug that poor girl up just to even get that, even to get her in a reasonable conscious state. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the whole measured glance of, okay, Magic Mom is handling that, and Sulik's over there talking to them. Are Paul or Fiona anywhere within sight?
No, nope. You don't see Fiona. I mean, the Luna Garden's not a like. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty easy to see who's here and who's not in the Luna Garden. Fiona's not here. You don't see Paul. You don't see Duncan.
Yeah, taking a one glance over at Sulik talking to Albert and Runa, I assume that is a kind of involved conversation at the moment.
I mean, it seems to be like Albert's just told. You know Albert when he's basically giving a report. And Sulek's so fucking chill about things that he's just very like, okay, nodding. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very easy going. Like you can tell, Sulak is trying to basically getting the info, probably to relate to the Diana about maybe this. Do you know what I mean? You can imagine Sulak's running off a checklist. Like, did this happen? Did you notice it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Would I have the prior experience to know that it's inappropriate to approach where, Diana is obviously in the middle of what she's doing, but the truth catcher is there.
It would be inappropriate to interrupt Diana, but you could totally talk to the truth catcher. But if you interrupt Diana, you'll be kind of given the log. Maeve, you know what I mean?
I will get all kinds of shit. No, but
Yeah.
over and around, not to try to engage Diana at all. She very literally has her hands full. But she will come around to where she's, in eyesight of approaching Truth Catcher with the polite Bob.
Yeah, he gives you looks over. I mean, he looks grim, because of course, it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Is there any way I can lend a hand, Ray?
In what way are you wishing to lend a hand? That's typically a very foolish question in circumstances like this, little lady.
Yeah, there's just the little purse of the mouth, like,
So what way are you looking to help?
in any way that I can.
Rubbed his beard. Just see what happened.
No, right. I wasn't there.
All right. Well, yeah, just glances over. You've got keeper duties, haven't you?
I've seen to them, right?
Oh, good. Do you know the girl?
Not closely, but yes.
Just nods again. Then, unfortunately, little lady, the best thing you can do is do your job and tend to whatever extra workload that needs tending.
There's,
Maybe after Suleg is done, make sure his pack have anything they need. It's obviously a trying time when one kinfolk of another is attacked.
Yes, right.
Just gives a nod. He's not gruff. It's just very matter of fact. Like, you don't know Clara, so okay, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe, like, instead go do your job and be hospitable and be a good theurge. Go on. You know what I mean? It's very matter of fact. He's not trying to be mean. It's just very business.
Oh, yeah. It was more if she had no idea if it would help Diana to have another pair of hands on standby to hand her things or what have you. But, if she is not needed, she'll just scooch along.
You get the impression if they need you, they'll call you. But for now, just kind of try and keep it as business as normal as you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with that, she'll ease back off and around. Probably finally realize that Kian is there. I don't know if Kira ended up puttering that way.
Oh yeah, she did. Like she's, she's okay. So just Suleg is talking with them, members of the pack, the Truth Catcher, and the Right Master are. They're helping the girl. Maeve is doing Theurge things. She's just gonna find some place out of the way to sit and wait. Let her business that's currently being conducted be conducted. She'll probably pull like a small piece of wood out of her pocket and start just sketching some lines on it with a pencil.
All right.
Kian gives a nod to Maeve.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll put it this way: standing idle looks like it might literally kill her. So she, while waiting for Sulik and Albert to come to a pause, or at least a point where the whole thing takes more of a casual feel to it, she'll go over finally to engage Kian. Kind of nodding back. Hey.
And Kian shows throat. Raya.
Cork of a smile.
Had the feeling I would meet you here.
I do my level best to be in the middle of everything.
I suspect word travel fast around Seth. Sort of gives a look over her shoulder to the healing going on behind them.
Yeah, it does. Especially when again folks been hurt.
I suspect there'll be much anger this night. Rage on the wind.
I don't expect the pack to take it sitting down. She does glance over to Albert. He's such a bitch to read, though.
I mean, eventually you can see Sulag. Just he gives that nod and pats Albert on the shoulder again. Sulag is so personable. You know what I mean? Runa, however, looks like she's about to explode. You know what I mean? But he walks over to Runa and gives her that, gentle, like, hands on the shoulders. And, again, Sulag is just like, why don't you come with me, Runa? You know what I mean? It's a very de-escalating, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas Albert just, again, then sits on the bench, just kind of just rubbing at his beard of it, You can see, like, of course it's stressful. Like, Albert may be a social primary guy, but Jesus, you know what I mean? You can see just rubbing at it with the stubble, just, do you know what I mean? It's that type of expression, essentially. And Runa, nods her head kind of stiffly and goes to walk with Sulag, and you can see what they're doing as they're going to, Maeve can see it. Sulag's leading her out to where the dove spirits kind of congregate. It's like, we're just going to go here. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to, do you know what I mean? Because obviously the rune is understandably high strung.
Yep. We're just going to go give you a literal chill pill for a minute.
Mm-hmm. But again, Sulag doesn't seem fazed by this. If anything, that's why he probably went over and handled it. This is probably, while Diana, the Right Master, knows the more complicated rituals of healing, he can do his job. You know what I mean? But no, you see
I
Albert.
hope they wouldn't take it down. Oh, sorry.
You could just see Albert just sitting there. It's a look of deep contemplation, I would say.
Yeah. But on the bright side, she does, nod in that direction, as Runa's being let off. He comments on all the, going to be a lot of rage on the wind.
Mm.
There are dove spirits that we keep. So it should be all right. There are probably several more on the eaves right now.
That's good. There was other business I wanted to discuss.
Oh?
I wanted to ask if you'd had the opportunity to discuss my proposition with Seamus.
No, I don't think so. What proposition?
That we would attempt to locate the Lady of Rags.
Um, no, I'm sorry. I need to. All this today. It's been a bit chaotic. I'm sorry. I mean, there's an earnest glance.
There's a look that I didn't have time to download that right now, but it's the Crow of Judgment. No.
I will talk to him about it. I'm sure he'll be interested.
I appreciate it. From what we found, I'd say our best bet would be to send out feelers in the underworld. Try and get a feel for any patterns, disruptions to usual activities. And in order to do so, I fear our best bet would be a member of the pack behind enemy lines.
If anyone would know, it's probably them.
Yes, but I've heard it could be difficult to contact them.
It shouldn't be as hard now that the Travelerkin are housed on Sept.
Exactly my thought, which is why I wanted to seize the moment, you could say, when we might gather an audience with them.
It's not a bad idea. Delaney is a good one to talk to get a hold of them, or Aemon.
Okay. Good to know. No.
Some other people that come in. One is Daniel Macnessa and the big Silverfang rune that you guys met, Vera.
Oh boy.
I mean, she doesn't look angry. She just, has a pretty, heads walks in. Daniel looks like they both look concerned, obviously.
Is the Truth Master? No? What? Truth Catcher. Is he still
He is present, yes.
Yes.
He's right there. With observing the whole thing and it coming over. If Diana asks for something, he'll reach over and take it and and pass it over towards her. He's kind of just giving that kind of Overwatch sort of vibe.
Yeah.
You got the impression he was trying to do some form of talking, but in the sheer amount of pain that girl's in, he's like, nah. I better give the theurge a hand because I'm fucking useless here at this point.
Well, Kian will give a curt nod towards Mabe. I believe Kira would also like a word. Thank you for your time, Raya. And make his way sort of slowly over to the Truth Catcher, not demanding his attention. Again, sort of same thing he did with Mabe. To sort of be in the corner and wait for the opportunity to pounce in the conversation.
Fuck it, I'll let Kira go first. And then I'll switch to you, Raz.
So yeah, with Kian moving off, she'll finally turn a glance around to Kira.
I mean, Kira's there. She's got her pencil out. It's like she's sketching out the shape of something on a block of wood.
You said earlier you needed something?
Yes, Raya.
No, what can I do for you?
From what I have seen and heard, it has been you and your pack that have done a lot of the work in hunting down the Red Remnants.
I can't say that we've ever worked alone, but we've been involved. Yes.
will you also be hunting down these things the Black Alchemist has created?
I can't very well leave them running wild, can we?
No, we cannot. If that's the case, Lady Maeve, Raya, I wish to join you in your pack on this.
So noted. If you have the opportunity, I'll bring you along.
Yeah, there's a little respectful pop of the head. Thank you, Lady Maeve. She probably should notice that oh, that conversation's over. And she'll put the block of wood away, and she's going to go see Albert.
All right, I'll start with Keen first. All right, Keen. Truecatcher looks over, seeing you, or I imagine kind of like respectfully stand there, and he will turn to glance, and I mean that stare is the stare is immense. You know what I mean? There's a power to it. Like he's not being intimidating. It's just there's a lot of weight behind his stare. Like you've seen the way Rory McTighe looks. This is more. Do you know what I mean? Who?
Oh yeah.
You know who that is, really. That is the Slayer of the Red Stag.
I guess you didn't expect to see me again, bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker. No. He'll just glance
Yeah.
over, just as the plume of smoke comes out of his pipe, he just gives you a very flat stare. No, with no intimidation, no oomph behind it, just very flat.
On that sort of unspoken invitation, at least how Kian takes it, he takes a curt step forward, and I don't know what way this would be done, like on technical, but as with a lot of reverence, shows his throat. Not not in that kind of I'm showing it because that's what I'm supposed to do. It's an actual like he's not hamming it up or kissing it. It's just a more formal fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Courtesy.
He just he doesn't say anything, but he gives you the nod, indicating like you can stop essentially.
I was hoping I could steal a moment, Raya.
What do you need?
I've only heard rumors. I was wondering, do we know anything specific regarding any sort of, leans his head?
Yeah, glances. From what we can tell, it was an attack. The probably guru took minor injuries, and the kinfolk took the worst of it, trying to escape. From discussing with the alpha of the pack, it seemed like it was a reprisal for the activities done by the pack against the Red Remnant, which means that it has happened before. It means that we need an extra initiative in tightening security of Brooks Rest.
I see. That would be the second reason I... Oh, sorry.
Well, go ahead, little man.
Folk have recently set up shop alongside me in Brooks Rest.
Just gives a nod. I've heard.
And this incident has made me realize that while we might just have settled in, it has been foolish of me to not maximize our security.
What are you proposing to me?
Not so much a proposal, a question. I've taken care of security that I am able to take care of. the ordinary kind.
Well, considering that you've come here all stature and circumstance, I might have an idea for you. Since you've been the one bringing the issue, and you're not the only one, it's been a point of concern, and it's a concern that needs address. Let's out our breath, takes an intake of the pipe, and lets out a big plume of smoke. There are many young Cleats who are, as they say, idle. And idleness so far has got us into the position that we're in. So, I could give frankly less of a tubany fuck if you were a McNamara to whatever the hell Bonar crawled out of the gutter at this point. You are a soldier of the branch. So, I want you to inform the Cleats that they will be taking active patrols around the Brooks Rest areas during the day, during the night, both in the Thlorian and the Umbra. It will be called the Advanced Guardian Initiative. Of course, the command of this will be, naturally, the Wormful, and whatever suitable agent will be appointed, but I will make sure to understand that at least a budding Cleat such as yourself was the one that is taking the initiative. Does that sound agreeable, Mr. Cian McNamara?
It does very much.
Excellent.
you,
I'm glad you volunteered the idea to me. This gives you it's so weird because you expected this MacTaig to be hostile as fuck, but he's just so plain. You know what I mean? It's like, oh well, thank you for suggesting that. Well done, good job, gold star.
This is a bit. This is a little bit like when Ron meets Ron.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone in Bioshock, it's straightforward. I like that.
So, inform any Cleith of this. If they refuse, well, send them my way. I'll make sure that there's a lesson that they'll never forget, and everybody gets to watch the lesson be attributed to them. I'm tired of idleness.
There is tugging at the edge of Cian's mouth when he says that. Yes, he is. No more idleness work.
Good. Now,
Of course.
go forth and dispense my word.
And again, with a courtesy, not sort of waiting like he did last time, just sort of doing the courtesy and turning around, showing neck and moves away.
I'll give you this, Cian. You can see why he's the head of the MacTaigs. That is command. And a very comfortable command. He's not arrogant. It's just like he knows he's top dog. There's no need to shove it on people. That's a stat.
Which is exactly why Cian felt the need to show courtesy. It felt like a very natural thing with this man.
And yeah, he gives the respectful nod and goes back and helps Diana lift poor old little Clara onto one of the stretcher beds, and Diana gives him the appreciative nod because you know what, I'm glad that somebody. He just scoops her out of the fucking thing like she's a baby. You know what I mean? But sorry, Cian. I think Kira wants to go talk to Albert.
Yes.
If I might be a total jerk in character.
Oh, go for it.
Essentially, when Kira turns like, I'm going to talk to Albert now, like orients that direction, Maeve kind of makes a little bit of a staying gesture. And it's just if you wouldn't mind if I had a word first.
Oh, not at all, Raya. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a little smile of like, oh, good. This isn't awkward. How nice. Just yeah, she will totally cut to the quick on that one because nope. Albert is probably already on edge. She would like to talk to him before he gets more on edge.
You come over to Albert.
Yeah. He's on a bench, so it's
Mhm.
one of those things where she will come over and not be too bold, but will just sit on the other end of the bench. Right up next to him. She's not going to get in that bubble. His bubble's probably pretty tense right now.
He doesn't even acknowledge it, really. He's just, deep in thought.
Is there anything I can do, Albrecht?
Why does everybody ask that during a tragedy?
A glance.
Glance over. Everyone seems to ask that as if it'll magically make something better.
I don't expect it to magically make anything better. I can only say that I ask it because I earnestly mean it. And you would know better than I would whether my help is welcome and wanted, and how I can. It's not a platitude. She says that with a little opening of the hands, that little earnest gesture, very open gesture. Where are the others?
He just looks at you. Very plainly. Silent. It's probably what makes it so disconcerting. He's just so fucking silent. He just kind of leans forward, putting his hands together, putting his elbows on his knees. Oh, it was advised that we do this. And then when he says a couple of lines about how due process and all that. And then when he turns to look at you very subtly, he goes, "You should know better about asking questions like that in public."
Would you mind if I came by later?
And he glances and he chats about all this and that, and thank God it's this, and and very good. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he just turns back and looks at you with such a dead stare, Maeve.
Oof.
I think you owe a visit.
And so she will, she can catch on. She is not necessarily the first to the jump on being subtle, but she can catch on, and thankfully her questions have been pretty much what you'd expect. They sound like platitudes, at least. And just chats about how she'll make sure she does come by and check on Fiona and say hi to Pavel, and it's been a while and she's overdue. Surely she can do something to help. And it's enough to get the idea that she will, yep, that is where she is going. Very soon,
Yeah, again, it's like you blink and you miss it.
Mm-hmm. Well, thankfully she's getting more and more used to his shenanigans.
Not this time.
Oh no, not all of it. No. Nope, she's adapting to what he's giving her. I'll put it that way. How about that? Because he really is just like, here, you can have this. You see it? Good job. And she doesn't mind. Though, come a certain point, she will kind of gesture back to where Kira's waiting. It's like, well, shall I for you up for your other well-wishers. Would you like to walk and talk, or have a longer sit down?
Robert just, gives a little like, again, to Akira's watching, it looks like he's giving Maeve the most politest smile you will ever see. But to Maeve, those eyes don't blink. They don't move. But his smile is so polite. You speaking for me now, Maeve?
Not at all.
Good. I'll meet you when I'm ready. Gives you
Yeah.
such a polite smile, but those eyes, Maeve. Again, you've never seen Albert just so dead. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's creepy, but she's already so wigged that thankfully it means she doesn't make a display of it. It's creepy. And it's different. But she just, the polite nod of like, oh, well, thank you for talking to me, and, eases up and goes ahead to make space.
Yeah, and again, he just leans back and gives you the polite little nod. So cordial, so nice. But, it's like the eyes in the gift, just like a hawk. You know what I mean?
Whew.
Yeah, no, you can nosy on out there. Like, I'm just gonna. Oh dear. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm so glad I checked on him. It's a good thing everything's fine. Good luck. Fucking whew.
Just gonna, ease out of here. Ooh.
Oh, bless.
Oh, you're up, Kira.
Yeah, Kira. Well, she'll approach up, but she does not. She does not sit down next to him. She will. She will approach him. She will show throat. Raya, I am sorry to hear of the attack on your territory. I wanted to see you to personally volunteer if there's anything that you need in terms of repairing the damage of the house that my skills can be put to use for. Please, don't hesitate to ask.
Like a head tilt. Just blinks a few times, watching you, seeing if you're gonna say more.
She doesn't say more. She seems to be waiting for some kind of response.
No, but just, cracks his knuckles a bit, puts his hands together, kind of just watching you a bit. And again, he's silent. The offer is appreciated. And I'll tell you if I need it.
There's a nod from Kira. I hope you and your pack will stay safe in the coming days.
Yes.
He's still just sitting there, really.
Yeah, just sitting there,
Yeah.
plain as day.
Okay.
Yeah, plain as day. Hasn't moved. He hasn't gestured. He doesn't look like he's about to fly off the handle. He's just very still, just sitting there, putting his hands together, cracked his knuckles a bit, just kind of ease some tension out of his shoulders. But he's just sitting there staring off at one of the pools of water. Again, he's just very quiet, very still.
Mm-hmm. Then she will give a polite bob of the head. Then I won't take up any more of your time, Raya. I suspect there are other people who wish to speak with you. And she will politely disengage.
He doesn't answer. He just stares off at you. Just looks at you.
Well, Kira, when you turn around, there is a Kian.
There's, I mean, there's a little surprise because the Kian is right there, and hello, Kian. She'll, like kind of like step to the side. 'Cause, I mean, she assumes you're there to speak with Albert.
Good evening, Kira. May I have a brief moment?
Oh, certainly. She'll lead him off to the side.
Yeah, and he follows with. I
Uh,
believe something's come up that could require your assistance.
well, just let me know what it is. I'll let you know if I can help.
The Truth Catcher has devised a plan for increased security of Brooks' arrest. It will involve the Cleaths of the Sept, and I could use help rounding them up.
There's a look of surprise on Kira's face when he says the word the Truth Catcher has. But there's a nod, like in her head, like, okay, yeah, that would make like the pieces fit together in her head in a way that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Let me give me a second to think a minute. I can help you round up the Cleaths.
I thought 2 heads be better than 1. Cover more ground. The quicker this is done, the better.
I think I saw Vera here earlier. She would probably know where Danny is.
Good.
Give me just actually, Torna. Who are the other Cleaths? I need.
Rattling Nettle, Danny, Duncan, Paul, Liam. Oh, you could even ask the Den parents if they could get the Cubs involved. The Metis are called Cleats, but except for Tarv. But do you really want the Metis going around in a public place like that? They could do the Umbra patrols probably, but
Yeah.
Tamorian, no fucking way. No way. They
No.
would never be allowed.
Yeah, no.
You
Yeah,
get a
but
slap because that is a veil breach.
And she'll. Okay, so she'll I suspect Duncan is with his pack. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to talk to Gwe here. She's here. She and Bilberry could probably patrol the Umbra. Or at least help with that.
That gives a nod. As I suppose using them for Umbra support would free up more Cleaths to bolster the city. Yes, that could work. What time is it? Relative?
Like at this point, it's like midday. The attack happened at the early hours of the morning.
No, okay. Well then, no time to waste. I would very much like to have the meeting underway by evening.
By evening. All right. I imagine several of the Cleus would be either at the dining hall or the training grounds then.
He sort of nods. That's good.
So why don't we split up? You take the dining hall, I'll take the training grounds, and since she's here, I'll go ahead and talk to Gwei here.
And with that, gives a nod, and yeah, he moves away. He's got shit to do now. He's got clears to find.
All right. I'll start with the Metis here since she's here.
Kira she'll call up to Gwei here. Gwei here, could you come down for a moment, please? I need to speak with you.
It's like a head, like, the heads of the bone head turns and everything. So yeah, climbs down off the rafters. And just, feathers make the whooshing sound as well when she lands.
I'm just gonna say Maeve is watching this with interest.
You know what I mean? She lands down. It's pretty cool. So she kind of bends her body a bit because that's the way her body bends, very alien-like. She doesn't look at you, she looks at your chest. Yes.
Gwei here, the Truth Catcher is putting together a set of patrols for the Cleiths to help secure Brook's Rest.
Do you be needing Gaia's breath? Or Talon's for sneaking?
Gaia's breaths would definitely help. I'm not sure about sneaking. Actually, I wanted to ask you if you would help us patrol the Umbra.
Oh. Okay. Could be done, but I have duties.
Would that conflict with your duties?
Noddle. Keeper. Have to keep the land safe. Have to keep the barriers up. 1,000 apologies.
There's a nod. Well, if that interferes with your duties, then assistance you provide us with Talon's would be most helpful. And
You would have to ask permission of Lady Maeve. She is the overseer for me. I can't give Talon's without the Raya's permission.
then when I have a better idea of what we need, I'll speak with Lady Maeve.
This is not, very straightforward. I mean, she's not fucking with you. She's genuinely like, look, I can't help you unless I get the Raya. You know what I mean? Unless Maeve tells me to give you a Talon, I ain't giving you shit. Because I can't. I'll get in trouble. Yeah, she just nods. If you could find Bilberry, he would be excellent scout for the Umbra. Not seen.
I've heard you can usually find him near the Tail Singer. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
There's like Kira blinks, and then there's a minute of, oh right, why would you? You're not in a pack. It's that look that comes across her face. Very well, I guess that's where I'll check first. Thank you, Gwei.
Do like a bob of the head. Will that be all that you're needing?
Yes.
She just climbs back up the rafters. It's creepy watching her go. She's.
I mean, it's creepy, it's unnerving, and Kira
You can also see the lash marks on her back as well.
oof.
Intersecting, crisscrossing. I
Yeah.
don't know how Kira feels about that growing up in the American Seps.
I mean, Kira's perspective, that's a menace. If she's got those marks, she earned them somehow. So there's way her leaves, she turns, and I don't want to say she like speeds off, but she definitely takes off at a oh, thank goodness I don't have to speak with the menace anymore pace.
All right, so Keen, you can round up Liam pretty easily from the Clade section. He's in the fire hall. You can round him up easily. You can get Danny as well pretty easily. You know what I mean? You can get those boys pretty easily. Duncan takes a bit of work. Same with Paul, but you eventually find them. You know what I mean? They look like they've just come back to set. But yeah, I mean, you eventually find them, and yeah, I mean, they're not going to say no. They're like, yeah, totally. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're pretty good like that. They're just oh shit, okay, sweet, yeah, we'll meet you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and for just like role playing purposes, I guess. Kian is very matter of fact. He's definitely not lording over anybody. It's like, hey, come over. It's very much like Truth Catchers told me this. Please be at the earliest convenience. That's.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you're not treated like that. They're just very matter of fact. They're like, oh shit, yeah, we'll get our gear, and they immediately start doing because they know, basically, you get to see the weight of the True Catcher name. It's like, oh, the True Catcher, oh shit, well, we better get going. Do you know what I mean? Oh dear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now,
would I?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just thinking since if I got it right, I was gonna actually tell us the Truth Catcher isn't gonna show up.
No, the Wormfoe will probably relay orders to you, or she'll send an Adrian to oversee the whole thing, or she'll send one of the more experienced You'll be sent somebody to oversee the direction you're going, basically.
Okay, I was just thinking do I need to start rolling to decide how when I gather everybody but no, that would be handled by the Wormfoe. Great.
Wormfoe will take over business. You just make sure you show up, and once you're given your designated route, you do it to a T.
Yep.
That's basically what you're doing at the minute. You have not earned the position to command a squadron yet, Keen. Yet.
Oh, don't tease me now, Tona.
But people are appreciative that you're going around spreading the word, getting people active. Some of the older guru are nodding, going, giving that kind of yeah, look at that. The Cleats are mobile and active. Good. We need more of that shit. You know what I mean? So you could also, Keen, as well, to show some initiative. You could go talk to the Den parents to get the Cubs to join you as well. Might be a good experience for them too.
Well, I'm not gonna say no.
All right.
No. But Cleats first.
You could easily round up Rattling Nettle and the boys. Yeah. No, that's easy. You have a much easier job than Kira's going to have. Getting all the Cleats, because Kira has to find Bilberry. But give me a charisma expression roll plus your pure breed to convince the Denfather to let the Cubs go.
Yeah.
And while you're running that, Kira.
Expression. I have 0.
Sorry. Leadership.
Oh.
Leadership. Kira, you are looking for El Bilberry.
Yep.
You find a Tailstring, but Tailstring is not there. He is obviously running around keeping the morale up. You find a chicken coop. You find, eggs around the place. You see goat footprints all around the chicken coop, but there is no sign of the Bilberry as of yet. There's little goat footprints leading into the forest, into Dagda Forest.
All right. So, and I'm assuming the footprints would seem fairly fresh.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll follow the footprints into the forest.
Mm-hmm. You do, and you're thick into Dagda Forest at this point. And while Heather steps away, Keen, the Den parents are thoroughly convinced. You get the two cubs, the dead stare to Rune, and the little toothy motherfucker. They're coming along.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Kian's ever yet actually met the cubs. He just goes, "Oh, I think your cubs would be useful." Then sees what they actually are. Really? Okay.
I'll introduce you to them after Kira meets the legendary Bilberry.
Ooh,
Okay, I'm back.
excited.
So you are in Dagda's Forest by this point, wandering, following these little footprints.
Yep.
Are you doing anything, or are you just following the footprint?
Okay. So what, like, in terms of what direction do the footprints seem to be lead? Do they seem to be leading in the direction of any building associated with the sept, or are they just? Is it just like he's been wandering through the forest?
He's been wandering through forest. You do see chicken feed and feathers every occasional footstep. Every couple of steps, you find chicken feed and a loose feather.
All right.
He is heading north.
Yep. Kira is going. She's going to continue heading north, and keep an eye out for changes in the footprints or anything that would indicate that he'd changed direction.
No, I can give you that without rolling survival. He has not changed direction in the slightest. Still, the chicken feathers lessen and lessen. Chicken feed drops every couple of more occasions. That has not changed, but the chicken feathers definitely lessen. That is one thing that's incredibly noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah, just pop, trot, 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 trot.
To the best of Kira's knowledge, what is north from?
Off the North Gate.
Okay.
Or location-wise, definitely the North Gate and the Tristones. Actually, no, Tristone's east. Sorry, the fucking. No, it's just the North Gate at this point. He's gone. If he was going in there anywhere else, he would have turned east or west. So he could be going to the North Gate.
Yep. She's gonna pick up the pace, head to the North Gate.
All right, you head to the North Gate. You start running and moving. You arrive at the North Gate. There is no sign of Bilberry. You just see. You see people coming in and out. You see the Primal patrolling the guard ships. I think kinfolk in and out. This is one of the more well-populated areas. You also see some members of Insect Animalia, like Halfdan and all that.
Yeah. She'll ask around at the North Gate if they've
Who
seen...
exactly are you asking? The members of the Primal are Nora, Farah, Halfdan, and Danny has just... You can see Danny leaving. He's obviously been called for the Cleat thing. But so, yeah, it's Halfdan now. So who exactly are you asking?
She'll ask Nora.
Okay. All right, so Nora's standing there.
Nora, have you seen Bilberry around here today?
Bilberry?
Yes.
Just shrug. Takes a drag of a cigarette. I don't usually see Bilberry. I'm not going to lie. She gives a grin. He's usually somewhere. Normally Bilberry finds you.
We need him for the meeting of Cleaths.
Nora just nods. Yes, the Kian. I believe he came to collect Danny. But
Well, I was following his tracks through the forest. They seem to be heading in this direction. I guess I was mistaken.
Here's a Ragabash.
If you see him, please pass along the message. She'll, she'll tell where the meeting is. That this was given by the Truth Catcher, and she'll.
Lords of kind of tilts. Aren't you going to find him?
I am, but it's possible you may see him before I do.
Just gives a shrug. I mean, it doesn't usually come this way. It's too populated. Takes a drag of the cigarette she's smoking. Way too populated, full of normal people. Scares the kinfolk.
And Kira nods. And getting a look around, yeah. Bilberry, this probably isn't a place you would find Bilberry.
Yeah, no. Too populated.
Mhm.
So you're heading back into the forest land?
Yep.
Alright, you wander into the forest. What you doing, Kira?
She's going to try and pick Bilberry's trail back up.
With survival.
Alrighty. Let's survive. That is. Sidekick. Why? There we go.
Alright, you pick the trail back up. He is now turned east.
Alright. She's going to follow the trail east.
Yeah, I mean, he's wandering. Nope, you just see the little goat pitter-pats, and now there are more chicken feathers. Lots of them, in fact.
Alright, what do the chicken feathers look like?
Chicken feathers.
I mean, do they look like their thing, like they've been pulled out? Are they damaged, or does it just look kind of like they fell out?
They look like they've been spat out onto the ground because there's bits of saliva in them.
Oh, okay. Fucking Bilberry.
That's all they look like. It'd be incredibly hard to tell if they're plucked or not. You can just see it's just saliva. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Kira has
Sticky saliva.
Kira has a pretty good idea of how those feathers got there. Yeah, she'll carry on following the trail.
Oh, you eventually hear an echoing in the woods. You won't ever will you leave me, will you, Doris?
There's just a calm Bilberry.
You hear the peacock goes silent.
Bilberry, you're needed back on Sept. Truthcatcher's orders.
Silent.
There's a meeting of the Cleiths to shore up security of Brook's Rest. All the Cleiths are expected to be there.
I put like this: the chicken comes out of the tree, the bush, and just looks at you. It has its feathers plucked, licked, like he's got saliva on top of its head. if you can see clearly with the staple where he's licked it, it's written on the note going, "I'm sorry." You know, I'm sorry. Doris has always been my friend.
Oh.
But the chicken just kind of bops down the road. Then after that,
Come on, Bilberry. I know you're here.
that's the most infuriating thing here. There's just silence. Like, apart from fucking Doris down the lane going, "Paka!" You know what I mean? Flapping around the place like this. This isn't the chicken coop. What the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The chicken sees one whole grasshopper and she's gone forever.
But no, I mean, you can hear the sounds of like snapping of twigs like way off in the distance.
She'll just say, all right, well, I'm going back to Sept, Bilberry. I hope you're there. She'll turn around and make her way back to Sept, and you start making her way back to Sept. She'll stop and call out after her shoulder. I hate to be the one to tell the truth catcher that you refused.
Kira, this is the funniest thing. You think he ran the second he heard you come and he didn't even look back. He just legged it. He probably hasn't heard any of this. He just ran for his life. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, I found me. He threw the chicken and ran at full speed, quickly wrote the note and ran for it. Didn't even look back. Probably has not heard a single thing you said, so he has no idea. That's where I can give you with your wit score.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then she'll take off in the direction he went running.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, I'll put it like this: you kind of stumble around the place, you find more chicken feathers. I'll put it like this: you nearly get impaled by a fucking tree because like the thing pulls back and then suddenly shoots forward. You know what I mean? So you manage to duck out of the way just in time.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes you a hot minute, and you just come to a little clearing in the forest again. You have no idea where he is, but you know, the little goat footprints stop here.
Bilberry, I'm not here about the chicken.
It's more resounding silence.
She'll start looking to see if she can pick up his track.
Nope. Yeah, I'll give you this for your survival score. No more tracks here. He stopped here, and then it just ends. So what do you do, Kira, in this little clearing, looking around at all the bushes? So many bushes.
So many bushes. You know, fuck it. Kira's going to shift into Lupus.
Okay.
Better for running around and tracking in the woods with.
Where are you running to?
She's going to try and get Bilberry's scent.
Again, with your lupus smell even more heightened.
Mm-hmm.
You can't smell him. That's the freaky part about it.
Yep. This is... All right. The trail stops here. There's no scent. Hmm.
What do you do, Kira? There, you can go straight ahead. You can go east. You can go west. You can go back south. What do you do?
What's to the standing stones are to the east, right?
Standing stones. The further east you go, yes, standing stones.
And the west would be.
You'd be hitting the east. You'd be hitting along the Foreman's Tower and the old walls and stuff.
Mhm.
West, you'd be hitting the West Gate. You'd be hitting towards the Fire Hall, towards the Barrow Glen.
She's going to head east.
Okay, you head east. You end up in the beautiful scenery, getting closer and closer to the Weir Tower, and the various things. But there is no sign of your quarry, the elusive Elbowberry. You're just more forest, but the forest is panning out pretty nicely. You can see the Weir Tower in the distance.
Yeah, she'll trot. She'll trot on up.
Are you heading to the
And-
Weir Tower?
Is there like is there a source of water around here?
Yeah, there's a little river that runs through the forest that connects to the farmer's path.
And she's going to trot on over to the water and just take a peek through into the Umbra.
All right, there are many, many different things in the Umbra. There is spirits that are fecking around the place. There's a lot of spirits here. The place is thick with spirits. From what, let me look. Yeah, with your keen senses, you don't see any sign of Bilberry in the Umbra. You just see a shit ton of spirits popping around the place. You know, a lot of fucking around this time of year, a lot of woodland spirits have woken up. So the Umbra is teeming with activity. All the spring spirits are now up and open. There's some tree spirits that are just like, oh, as things are climbing on top of them, and squirrel spirits are running around like fucking maniacs, like, hey, hey, oh, you know what I mean? Everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So, with no sign of Bilberry here. Joke? So, so Kira's going to head back to the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
And turn back south.
Okay. You head back south. Where are you going?
She's going to go try and find the tail singer.
You can eventually find the tail singer. He's sitting outside his house, you know. He's pretty relaxed guy, to be honest. Tail singer's just chilling the fuck out. Looks like he's got a where is he now? Tail singer. Tail. Gotta scroll up a bit. Yeah, he's just chilling the fuck out. Looks pretty happy.
She'll She'll shift back up into Hamid in his show throat. Tail Singer, Raya. May I have a
Oh,
word
hello
with you?
there. Yeah, what's up? What's wrong with you? Who's done what now? What?
I'm trying to find Bill Berry. I caught sight of his trail and heard him in the woods, but he
What's
ran.
he done? What's Bill Perry done now? What's he wanting with Bill Perry? What's he on? Why he wasn't? What?
The Truth Catcher has given Cleith the task of helping shore up security in Brooks Rest. A meeting's been called.
Meeting?
Yes.
You're having a meeting about going on patrolling. What the fuck is this? An AA meeting?
The way it was explained to me, we'll be splitting up into different groups to take patrols around
And you're
Brooks Rest
and
at
what?
different points of the day
Now,
and in the Umbra.
Hang on now. All right. Slow it down now. Get it? Okay, you're panicked. So let me guess. How did you approach the little fella with this? Did you just try to run him down? Did you think like on a rune? Did you? Don't you lie to me.
Yes, Raya, I did try to run him down. When I heard him,
Well-
I called out to him.
Well, now you've learned a lesson. Why didn't you just tell him, "Hey, Bilberry, True Catcher needs you"? Why'd you startle it? He's a goat, for fuck's sake. Do you know how startled goats get? Do you? Have you ever seen a goat before? I know you're American, but have you ever seen a goat before?
No, Raya, I don't
You've
have
never seen
any
it?
experience
Oh,
with
well.
goats.
The poor fucker probably shit himself. Probably
Oh,
fainted like last time. You know, it gets very skittish. And then Kira out of the chicken coop. Like, I mean, he pops out like a fucking. All you hear is the.
there's Bill Berry.
Eh. Why didn't you tell me the True Catcher needed me? Squeeze out.
I tried, Bill Berry, but you ran off.
Tailsinger just whacks you on the back of the head, just boop, and then walks over and smacks Bilberry. That's for running off, and that's for acting like an Aroon. Oh, don't.
She
don't
rubs
whinge
the
it,
back
don't
of her
whinge at
head.
me, both of you, you're both are fucking children. Pointing.
I mean, she's not gonna argue with him. She is, in fact, a Cleith.
So, the next time, Bilberry, don't have a shit attack when Araya comes looking for you. And you, Aroon, stop it. Don't be a bully. Nobody likes a bully. Pointing. Nobody likes it. Say it. I will not be a bully.
I will not be a bully, Raya.
Say it with some conviction now. I'm not believing you.
I will not be a bully, Raya.
No, you're not convincing me.
Raya, I really won't be a bully.
A bit more, come on. You're nearly there. With feeling. Oomph. Make me feel it. Make me emotional.
Raya, I won't be a bully, I promise.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nearly. You're not quite, Meryl Streep just yet. Do you know who Meryl Streep is?
Yes, I know who Meryl Streep
Oh,
is.
thank mother of fucking Jesus.
Oh, she
okay.
was fantastic.
All right, I didn't ask your opinion. I'm glad you know her. Jesus, calm it down. What's your name, Kira? Calm it down, Kira. Calm it down. Pointing. Calm it down. You calm? Better be
Yes,
calm.
Raya.
Bilberry's like that. She's calm. Hiding behind Tailsinger's leg like that.
Oh,
See? Bilberry's not calm. Look, see? Look how uncalm he is. Just Bilberry does the nah. So you gotta you convince me that you mean it. You gotta convince the metas. Because they're metas. Oh yeah, they're metas. Aren't you a menace, Bilberry? I'm a menace, right? Ah.
She'll look down at Bilberry.
He
Bilberry, I
his head
won't.
out he pokes his head out between the tail singers like a child. Does the big eyes and everything, the big anime eyes.
Come on, Bilberry, I won't bully you.
Kind of sticks his head back between the tail singer's leg. Tail singer leans down. He's not a child. Jesus, come on. I talk to him, guru to guru. Guru to guru. Guru to guru. Bah. Sticks his head back out.
Guru to guru, huh? He's still like kneeling down, hiding behind the Tailsinger's legs.
Oh yeah, clinging onto the tail singer's leg like, Daddy, save me! Come on, guru to guru now. Come on, you can do it. He's literally acting like a child, which is the funniest part of this game. Come on, you can do it now, Kira. Believe in yourself, as they say in the Disney movies. Show a little bit of something. I don't know quite what it is.
Yeah, so she'll sit down on the ground.
In the muck.
Yeah, just fuck it. She's talking to Bilberry, guru to guru. That's where he is. Yeah, she'll get down on his level. Bilberry, I didn't mean to startle you, and if I frightened you, I apologize.
Bilberry, nods at the big anime eyes. Well, it's not quite me startled, it's Doris. She gets very nervous. And I get the compulsion to pluck her feathers when she's nervous. And Tailsinger does the shocked gasp, hand over his mouth and everything. So give me a moment. He crawls on his hands and knees like pulls out Doris. If you could apologize to Doris, she gets very frightened.
She'll look at Doris. Doris, I'm sorry I frightened you.
Doris is very disturbed by this whole behavior. Doris is not happy. She was lying on her eggs and now she's being thrust in front of somebody.
You know what? This is a chicken. She's in her own. She'll activate smell of man.
I mean, the chicken just does it more like more satisfied peacock. You know what I mean? Like, yes, now I'm happy. Just a little friendly little dunk on your fingernail with his beak. And he Kira for the look. You've heard the menace doing strange things. He lifts up the chicken and listens to it. Nods to himself. Yeah, no, Doris is happy. And he stands up completely straight, just whoo, puts Doris back in. Well, come on. We'll be late. Starts trotting, wagging his little tail. Yes, he has a tail.
I'm not at all surprised by the fact that he has a tail or that it's wagging. Yeah, Kira pops her. She pops back up to her feet. And she'll take a minute. Thank you, Tailsinger.
Don't be a bully. Don't be mean. Pointing. No, you get the urge, you ruins. I'm watching you. Don't be mean.
I won't, Raya.
Better not be or I'll smack you. I mean, I'll feel bad afterwards, but I'll still do it. I'll probably pretend to apologize, but I won't really.
She'll say, well, in that case, Raya, I definitely won't be a bully.
Oh, good. I don't like bullies.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Bring. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
Watching you, pointing.
She'll turn and head after Bilberry toward the meeting.
But Bilberry just determinedly trots. Keen, you get to see Bilberry and Kira covered in muck on her knees, walking along. Bilberry is 5'6", horns, hooves, little tail. Looks exactly like this, Keen. Let me just zoom out a bit.
Okay, well, I can safely say that Kian's reaction looks something like this.
It's just what? He's just like, what is this? What the fuck is this thing before me?
Why would you bring this to me? Why don't you
And
like?
I bet Kira's like, Keen, this is Bilberry. Bilberry falls onto his hands and knees, nearly hitting your shoes, Keen, with his horns. Just collapses in a heap, like even smushing his face into the dirt. Hello, Raya, from the ground.
No, Kian doesn't laugh. This is just the one time he just goes, that's funny. Or maybe in that complete dead deadpan voice.
Just do that goat feint where he just collapses onto the ground.
His legs all
So-
out stiff. Ding! Fucking.
Not gonna lie. That shit's hilarious. No, that's not what he says. You sort of, yeah, it's kind of the look he has on the picture right now. Kind of gives to Kira, and then back to the goat man, and back to Kira, and back to the goat man. Well, good. You can stand.
Up, like a finger snap, and he's up straight, covered in head to toe muck dripping off him.
Yeah, and she'll just offer to Kian. I spoke with Gwayhair. She said that the patrols themselves would cause conflict with her keeper duties, but she is willing to provide us with talons. We just need to speak with Lady Maeve to get permission from her to have Gwayhair make the talons.
Of course.
Bilberry just starts trotting away from the rise, like, I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, back to go down to Brooks Rest into the Umbra. Goodbye. I mean, like Keen, you look again, and he's gone.
Did you see where he went?
Did I see where he went?
Popped into the Umbra.
I believe he's popped into the Umbra. Can.
Does he
Then
plan to
shoot.
stay there?
You know, fuck it.
Follow Bilberry into the Umbra.
Kira will step over.
Bilberry sees you coming, collapses onto the ground. What? I didn't do anything! Curls up into the defensive fetal position.
Oh, she
Laying his legs out defensively, so if you do clobber him, he can at least cover his face. Just lets out the most panic squeal like a goat, like that's after being caught. And it's like echoes. All the other animals are like, holy shit, what? Oh!
Bilberry. I'm not going to hit you. Do you intend to stay in the Umbra during the meeting?
Well, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I can hardly go around Brooks Rest like this. Even in my hobbit form, I've got horns. If you try cutting these off, my hands are really sore.
Well, we intended to put you forward as helping keep the Umbra secure.
Kind of looks around. That's why I'm in the Umbra.
So then helping patrol the Umbra is something I could say you're volunteering for. At the meeting, if questioned.
Sure. I was just taking initiative if that's a problem, Raya. Do you not want me to take initiative? Because I can do that. I can do that no problem.
I don't have a problem with your taking initiative, Bilberry.
Okay. Are you okay, Raya?
Jib looks down at him.
You want some tea?
Thank you for offering, but at the moment, no, Bilberry.
Do you want some tea after? I can make you tea. I make real good tea. From goat's milk.
Oh. Mm.
Sorry, I need to laugh.
Mm,
I can just hear Raya. No. If that's your cup of tea, Raya, I could make it for you. No problem.
That is not my cup of tea, Bilberry.
Okay, nobody usually likes goat's milk, but okay. Do you need a stretch? Do you need a little bit of a massage? You okay? You look very stressed. I mean, I won't massage you. I'm a medicine. I can't do that. I'd have to spray myself with disinfectant. But I know a kinfolk that could do it for you.
Bilberry,
Yes?
I want to make sure that it's known that you don't have an issue with this assignment.
Why would I have an issue with the assignment?
I don't know why you would, but
Why
you're
you-
not being there. Some people might take that way.
With no disrespect, Rive, being on this set longer than you, I think if they say that Bilberry is here, they assume I'm in the Umbra. Because I think if I walk down the street, I think Patty Joe Driscoll will vomit, and then there'll be a veil breach, and they won't beat the Raya who brings me. They'll just beat me. That's sad. So, I think everybody assumes I'm going to be in the Umbra. You know?
All right.
Just tell them I went to scout ahead, maybe? If
Are
that's
you-
too difficult for you?
Just look at Bilberry. Are you going to go scout ahead?
Why wouldn't I?
Then I will say that you went to scout ahead in the Umbra.
Why wouldn't I scout ahead, Ryan? Kind of gives this mostly. He looks so confused. Just blink, 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 blink.
I mean, the answer that is
You know, yeah, he just genuinely looks like you hurt his feelings. Like, well, that's what I was gonna do. You know what I mean? Like tears are starting to water in his face and everything.
okay, Bilberry. Let
Yeah.
I'm not calling your character as a menace and
I'm not a perfect menace, right? You can beat me. You know, he gets that like grabs your knee, like poof, like he attaches like a koala. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I'll be a great menace. Do you know what I mean?
Bilberry, I'm not calling your question as a menace of Gaia into question. Okay?
You know, just little like I don't know how Kira feels, but the sniffle, the snot sniffle, the
Oh my god.
rubs his nose off his forearm. That little. You promise?
I promise. You are right. You've been here longer. I am probably fretting too much.
Does you know that thing that you see kids do when they have to take a minute to calm down? They do the. Do you know what I mean? That sort of shit as he lets go of you.
Should
Dust you
just,
off, like sorry. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, she just should reach in her pocket and hand him a tissue.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, he like does a big massive sneeze of, and hands it back. There you go, Raya.
She takes it. She just holds it in her hand.
I just imagined her holding it with like the tip.
Yeah, she's holding it in between two fingers.
You know, Raya, you're pretty nice. You're like one of the nicest Rayas that I've met.
You are a guy in Metis Blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
It would be dishonorable and unbecoming for me to mistreat you.
Oh. Well, yeah, no, I was just doing what I normally do, which is scout ahead.
If that is what you normally do, then that is what I will tell Kian.
Okay.
I'm going to cross back over now, let him know what you're doing, and we'll carry on with the meeting.
Okay. Kind of just does that awkward, like, I'm just going to back away before you chase me.
Yeah, he backs away, and Kira crosses back over.
Kieran got snot in your leg and everything. You just clung and started crying into your knee.
How noticeable is this?
I mean, she's got a wet patch on her thigh, but that's about it.
Hmm.
Could be from the
Is she
grass.
still holding the
The little
snotty?
fucking handkerchief.
Yeah, I'm Bilberry is scouting ahead in the Umbra. I'm going to go get rid of this, and then I will be there.
Takes a look at the thing. Takes a look at Kira. Okay.
He just looks so perplexed.
It's more of a, yeah, it's perplexed, definitely. And then very quickly, not getting into this. Just not happening.
Kira also is not getting into this. She goes and finds some place to deposit the soil handkerchief and then makes her way to the meeting.
But yeah, no, you just get distributed. Like, you're patrolling this section, you're patrolling this. It's very straightforward. The Wormfoe doesn't waste any time.
Mhm.
You know, the Cubs come along. It's a very, very, like, it's just like, you do this section, you do that section. Feel free to put in your blue booking, both of you, who you choose to go with out of the Cleats named. Or if you want to go together, it is, or if you want more of Bilberry alone time.
Oh my god.
No.
No,
No.
no.
Why did you have to make the cutest fucking metis ever when I have to play somebody who hates them?
He's the most adorable menace.
Don't worry, you'll want to hit him when you need to.
But anyway, you guys get to do that. Mavelus, are you doing anything?
Honestly, Maeve will have to busy work for a while because while Albert's on set, it's not a good idea to bother him over much, and she knows Seamus will want to come with, though if she needs to make the forward motion on that, she can. Honestly, her first probable thing is checking in with Suluk to see what, if anything, Diana commits to the usual daily keeping, and see how she can help make up the difference. Because it's not that she thinks that she's going to be doing the stuff Diana would do, but it means someone else is going to have to do it, and someone's going to have to do their job.
Oh, it's basically just covered an extra ground. Like, this theater normally covers this place. You take this shift for a day. It's, you know, it's logistics. You know, you tend to this for a day. Normally, this person would, but here's the basics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure you feed the fucking deers this, and so they don't get fucking grumpy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she'll take on the extra duties, but she will have a brief word with Gwei here.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
everybody's talking to Team Metis today.
Hey, Gwei here is my little buddy. Gwei here's my little keeper friend.
That's disgusting and amoral.
Hey, someone's got to teach her.
Hmm.
So you come to talk to the bird.
Double weird with me. It isn't even.
Yeah, she's just sitting. You know, after leaving the Luna Gardens, you can find her in the trees. She pumps down when you come over towards her.
No, maybe we'll just come over and to double check. Do you have ice staying on Clara?
Not a lot.
Okay.
She's not going to be leaving the Lunar Gardens.
Not for a while, no. But you
So
know,
she's probably in the safest place on Sect, really. But I will make sure I have at least one bird. One.
you
To
know,
draw attention. Because if I have many, that will draw a lot of attention from everybody else.
one is enough.
Noddle, noddle.
I don't think he'll come over the walls to finish the job, so on the off chance he does, you know, she resists the urge to good girl pat Gway here because you know what, the Gway here's not that kind of menace. But okay. Is there anything else you have them watching that I need to know about?
No.
Yeah. She doesn't doubt they're watching all sorts of things, but those things aren't necessarily of interest to her. So, well then, you get to work with a different group of spirits today.
Noddle, noddle.
Come on, buddy, extra shift.
Yeah, she just crawls along in her awkward little hibbity hobble.
Hippity hobble. God damn it.
So would you guys like to end it there?
Yep, I'm good with that.
All right, then I will call it there.
Yo.